Hey, hey, hey. Let me get my camera set up, y'all. Hey, 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 hey. So, let's see. Uh, okay. Sorry, y'all. I didn't have the camera set up yet. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let me get rid of that echo behind me. So let me get rid of. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. So I'm sorry, I'm about a couple minutes late. Cause I hate when I have to get up and leave the camera and go look for stuff. So I was trying to have everything ready so that when I started, I didn't have to leave out. So I'm gonna wait and see if we can get some people to come in. I know I was just watching Miss Shirley's live, and I know it's a couple of things going on in these YouTube streets. So, and today's exciting for me. Guess what, y'all? I know I was gonna forget something. I forgot my tea for tonight. Um, Tonight, I'm not gonna run and get it. I'm gonna go back and get it. Hey guys, is Zaire? Okay. Have a great class. See you soon. See you soon. And thank you so much. You know I got so much love for you. So thank you so much for always coming in here. So I'm gonna see. Let's see if we can get some people to come in live. Uh, let me see. Let me see. So, what I want y'all to do. I know the title of my thing is Top 10 Herbs to Grow either in the house, in your garden, wherever you're growing. And if you're not growing, I really, really, really implore you to consider growing. To consider growing, also to consider eating. I don't care even if you did not grow it, if you know a neighbor that's growing it, or you must go to the store and buy it. Please buy the best. I know that things are really expensive right now. And I can't even tell you the last time I went full grocery shopping. I have not done a full grocery shopping. I do have my emergency foods and stuff that I already have saved. I have plenty of food stocked up. You know, you're always supposed to have your emergency food and stuff like that. But I try. It's been so expensive growing, and the whole purpose of me having a garden was to replace having to go for grocery shopping, eating. So the most that like if I go, when I go every week, I go get fresh meat. I go get fresh fish and chicken. I haven't gotten any turkey recently. I need to get some because I really want to make some spaghetti. So I don't know why I've been craving for spaghetti. Maybe it's the pasta that I'm craving, which is hopefully be rectified once I balance myself out. So let me start by saying I apologize. I have been absent for last couple weeks, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks. I've been in the YouTube streets, you know, watching you guys from the sidelines, or even if I had, you know, the energy to join, I would join. But I was sick, y'all. I was sick. And why I'm so stuck on this, y'all have to pardon me too, because my nails are not done yet. I have a nail appointment tomorrow. So y'all have to pardon my whole aesthetic. So let me start with my tea. Y'all see I have my Philadelphia Eagles t-shirt because, you know, they have the summer. They invite the kids, and then there's a Women's Day at a financial field for the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm excited because I'm looking forward to going there for Ladies' Day. So that's my tea. And then tonight I am drinking. I have a combination of things that I'm drinking tonight in my tea. I left it downstairs. I'm not going to leave the camera to run and get it. Just know the tea that I'm drinking tonight has yarrow. It is dandelion. Yarrow, dandelion, and what else did I put in there? Oh, and sorrel. I used the yellow sorrel. So it was light tonight. I could have added some shepherd's purse. It's a female thing for using those together, but I didn't need to. I just really wanted the yarrow. I really one day had to sit down and share my story with you guys, because I really want you to know that the body is a self-healing organism. What it does not create itself, God has put in creation for us to have to heal ourselves. Nutrients. Shout out to me. I finished my Doctor of Natural Medicine certification, so I am certified in natural medicine. Yeah, I was sick. I'm gonna come back to that. So I finished my certification. I have it, and it is why I jumped on and created these next couple lives that's going on. When I'm learning, guys, I'm not just thinking of myself. I really am desiring to help other people and to help you guys, help my family, help my friends, and to be well. We really can be well before it is too late, before we have allowed the clock to run out on us. And don't get me wrong, only God controls the time. I don't let man control time, only God knows the time. So I really am excited about completing it, because I have absorbed so much. I want y'all to see, my notes are so extensive. Let me show you. So let me show y'all too. Let me finish my thoughts first, because I'm all over the place. So I finished it, my certification. So yay me, I'm so excited. Next up for me, I think I am going to do, I'm already certified in herbal formulation, certified in natural skincare, I'm certified in natural medicine, I'm a certified holistic health and wellness coach. There is some other smaller certifications that I want, and I'll share them with you as time go on. So I say that to say that, while I was sick, I could have called up my doctor, could have ran and got medication, but my whole point again of having my garden, being natural, and having the ability to know how to work with herbs and everything. Thank you guys, Desire. Thank you so much. Is because I want to be able to heal myself. I can't tell you that you have the ability to heal yourself if I'm also not doing the same thing. So when I say I was sick, I was so sick. I was sick, and it was food poisoning. And let me tell you, the food was good. The food was good. This is my second time in the past 6 months I got food poisoning. And each time I had ate from the second place. I can't say it is reputable, but they're Muslim. And the other place where I got sick was a black restaurant. And I was sick from them. I was sick. I knew I needed to flush my system. I flushed it out. I used herbs to flush it out. This time it took me a lot stronger, took a whole lot more energy. Let me show you. Besides the herbs and things that I take, what happened is I slowed down on my vitamins and minerals, and you cannot do that. I realized that, and I will explain to you why. So this here is my regimen that I take daily. And here, so this is my soursop. I had split the pills with a friend I know that has cancer. And he needed it more than me. Love him dearly. Wanted to see him well. He takes my regimen. He follows it to the T. But I do know for a fact that if you go to Pharmacy for Life, you will find natural medicine. And I'm talking about potent natural herbs and things that will get you well. And this is my daily regimen. This is my black seed oil. If you don't know what black seed oil is, you really, really need to do your research. Everybody from Pharmacy for Lifestyles, peace. Shout out to him and a Jewish Styles from Pharmacy for Life. I love them for life. They have been helping me for years, and I ordered their products. Actually, it is time to re-up. As you see, don't have that many soursop leaves. This is not the bottle it came in. I gave the bottle to my friend, and these are, so I'm low. Yeah, guys, I'm low. I'm really low. This is Irish sea moss. The good thing about Irish sea moss is I do have Irish sea moss here. I make sea moss gel infusions, so I do have sea moss here. Oh my God, yes! When I in my course going through that lymphatic system, I had to go through all of the 11 body systems, and let me tell you, it is why I'm so excited to share this knowledge that I know and share this information that I know. There is so much that we can learn about how the body works, and you don't have to have go through on the certifications like God's Desire or like I am, just for your own personal well-being. Study your body, study what it takes to heal yourself. And I take these are their B, C, and D. I swear by these, guys. I don't swear, but I'm telling you, this is my daily regimen that I take every day. In addition to my herbs, I still drink soursop tea. I actually make my own toothpaste that has neem oil, soursop, baking soda, peroxide, and coconut oil. I that is my regimen for cleaning my teeth. And I went to the dentist this morning, did a great job, and I'll share with you one of the things the dentist, I have a new doctor, Dr. Masai. Very nice dentist. And I used to be afraid of the dentist, but the dentist I have now, oh, I'm sorry, y'all, I got my butt on in the camera. I'm so sorry. All right, let me keep my butt still. My dentist, really cool guy, was sharing with me about brushing your teeth. I told him that I use natural toothpaste and stuff, and he was great. And also, guys, when you're at the dentist, you can tell your dentist you don't want fluoride. If you know what that means. If you do not know what that means, just bypass what I just said. But for those that know and those that are looking for a healthier route to keeping yourself without all those extra things in there that cause issues in the body, I always tell them no fluoride. No fluoride in anything that they use when I'm at the dentist. And no problem. Not a problem. So, again, your healthcare provider is your teammate. They're not your dictator. Okay? So, they was cool with that. And again, studying the body helps you learn to heal yourself. So while I was sick, I had myself on a regimen. What I had to do is I had to flush my kidneys, flush my liver, flush my gut. So I needed a probiotic. I needed, yep. People don't know that you do not have to take those chemicals if you do not want them. And you really, really do not have to take them. So, guys, do your research. That's all I'm going to say. That's the due diligence that I love reminding you guys that is our responsibility. Our health is our responsibility. And I am picking up on my consultations. Again, my grand opening to my shop is next week. I'm excited about that. I'll be able to do live tea, creating tea formulations for people right on the spot. I'm going to take, basic herbs to my shop to be able to provide that. What I was going to do today, I was going to surprise you guys and show you my fire cider and me filling those vials. I need to fill those vials because I have to get them ready for next week. I fill the vials. I can put them in the freezer or I can put them in the refrigerator. Either way, they'll last. It can last in your refrigerator anywhere from 6 months to a year. The fire cider. So depending on, oh, okay. I will add that. Right now I have him on, I made a blend for him. I used some anti-cancer herbs. I went through my notes, got always go through and pick the herbs that's best one, because I have my brother, my brother's mom had breast cancer thing, and I created a formulation for her too as well. But so as I was sick, y'all, I let me see. I think the newest thing I added to my regimen while I was sick was lemon balm. I'm the lemongrass, not lemon balm, lemongrass. I have been studying lemongrass for the past 2 months, and just how beneficial, actually maybe longer than that, about 3 or 4 months. Lemon balm, I mean lemongrass. Let me stop getting confused. Lemon balm is great too, but lemongrass is great for your body system. So I added lemongrass to that. I was on lemongrass, dandelion, um, let me see, yellow dock, because I needed to flush my kidney and my liver, for whatever it was that was toxic in my body. I had lemons, cucumbers. Of course, you know, if you drink the lemon and cucumber. Hey, G Mama. Hi, beautiful. How you doing? And if you drink that lemon and cucumber in the morning, the lemon alone is lemon and water, lemon and warm water. Do not do cold water. But the lemon and water, the lemon and warm water in the morning alone is enough to wake up your system and get your body systems going. So if you even just start with that, you've already doing your body good. If you have high blood pressure, that lemon and cucumber water will help flush your system and lower your blood pressure. I actually just had a conversation with my daughter. She does not like them trying to force her on high blood pressure medicine. So I created a formulation for her that I'm going to take to her tomorrow, because she has high blood pressure, and it's from what she eat. There's nothing about her lifestyle, no stress, things of that nature, because there are several things that can raise the blood pressure. One is stress, the other is food. So if you are your cortisol levels, which is your stress, you can tell stress related high blood pressure, and then food related high blood pressure, and that is your systolic and your diastolic numbers on there. So I know for a fact that it's her food. It's what she eats. She said to me today, Mom, I eat out a lot. And that's where we have to start it, with what she's eating. So I told her, let's start with your diet. You do not have to eat noodles. So she told me she stopped eating the noodles, especially the ramen noodles. You know, I have a passion about them, but my grandkids love them things. And but listen, I cannot, I do not dictate to my children and what to eat. I just encourage them to eat better. So with her, I told her, you know, if you're going to order for lunch, you know, she's a teacher. So if you're going to order for lunch, then you need to order better. And she had said to me, lunch meat. Well, I explained to her that lunch meat has more sodium in it probably than the ramen noodles. But listen, I said there's so much more fresher foods. I had, when I was fasting, I fast for the past 2 weeks, and I also was drinking my tea. And the only thing that I was adding to my diet was fruit, y'all. I have fruit and I have vegetables. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all. This is my little snack tonight. This is what I picked from the garden. I was out in the garden. I was listening to G Mama, and then I was out. I was listening to Miss Shirley. Sorry, G Mama. I was listening to Miss Shirley, and I was in the garden, and had a couple tomatoes that was out there. And look, y'all, I have blueberries. So excited, girl! I've been beating them birds to these blueberries. And I got 2 strawberries in there. So I got 2 strawberries today. They're kind of small, but I got 2 strawberries today, which were awesome. So I got 2 strawberries today. Sorry, y'all, I'm eating them. I already washed them off. And I got the blueberries. Look how blue these are. So beautiful. Look at that. Y'all, this thing is so good for the body. Hey, Christian. I'm Christiana. Welcome back. So good. So good. Okay, so this is what I need y'all to do for me. We're going to start. Um, so I was telling y'all my regimen, too, for fasting. If you are sick, you must, I'm going to say, if it is dealing with the gut, you must fast. Because the longer whatever is causing you illness stays in your system, the more harm and damage it can do to your body. I'm Muslim and we're taught to fast. So when you fast, Brother Nuri was just saying this week that to Nick Cannon, he was on the Nick Cannon show. He was saying to him that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told him that when you fast, you don't allow those foods to stay in your system and cause that much damage. By fasting in between, which if you look, Dr. Sebi said that you should also fast. I think Dr. Latam, several others talked about the importance of fasting. And I'm not saying just go without food, because a lot of you are on medication and you need to eat food. What I'm saying to you is eat the right food if you must eat and you take medication. Because, like, for instance, if you know that you have to take medication and you can't fast, so you have to get up in the morning and eat breakfast, eat something healthy, eat fruit. So what my part of my regimen was is fruit. I had fruit. I had granola. I put fruit in here, granola, and I also blended. It's so what I did is I copied the bowl from Smoothie King. I'll go to Smoothie King, but you have to be careful too much Smoothie King because they do use sugar. They will use turbinado sugar, which I love turbinado sugar, but it's still sugar. So, but I love it. I will eat from them now, and that's what I was explaining to my daughter. Eat something healthy. Order something healthy to eat. That way, you're helping to cleanse your system out. So even if you are eating and you're eating something healthy, you're still, those fruits and vegetables. Let me tell you, in my class, through this class that I just finished, the last class was on vitamins and minerals. And let me tell you, we need them. We need them. If you understand what role they play in the body, I'm telling you, you will look at food differently. You will look at food that has no nutritional value. You will look at it much, much, much differently. And like I said earlier, when I started, is that what the body doesn't make, a lot of the micronutrients and things that our body needs, we don't make ourselves, but God made it out in the garden. Whether it is you consider it a weed, whether you consider it fruit, vegetables, a herb, a flowering plant, any type of plant that has a nutritional value. Let me tell you, you studying your body and knowing your body. Hey, Laura's Garden. Hey, I ain't seen you in a minute. I seen you in these YouTube streets. But how you doing, love? You will definitely look at food so differently. So that was my thing to her. I told her, just eat better. You don't have to have fried food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can eat fruit and vegetables, or something more nutritious that will help to lower your sodium if you have high blood pressure. I'm so glad to hear that. The reason why I chose this topic again is because my last classes that I had to take was on vitamins and minerals, and it's important to know that a lot of the herbs that you guys are growing. This is a beautiful thing I love about God, because we grow things and we don't necessarily know. And I heard my brother say it, Broke was saying it on his live. He was like, Glamour, he was like, thank you for your channel and the things that you've been doing on it. He said, because I grow herbs and I grow things and I'll be knowing all their uses. So I appreciate that, and I love sharing it. And after studying what I just studied, y'all, let me tell you, oh my gosh, I think I was showing y'all my notes, because a lot of times I want to break it down really as simple as it can be, so that I'm coming across to you guys, and you guys are, this is my class for natural medicine, and I just want to get to, I wanted to show y'all, when I got to nutrition and diet and wellness, y'all, I went no crazy. Let me tell you, I went no crazy. And I love about this class because this class is about using what nature provides to heal the body. This course, I'm sorry, it was more than one class. But I just want to show, like for instance, look at all my notes. This is just on vitamin B2. Y'all see that? I try to, also, if you write things down, you know it commits to permanent memory. You can hear it, but it's not always maintained in your permanent memory. But if you hear it and you write it down, so like listen to my professor, who's, I told you sometimes he's boring, but phenomenal guy, phenomenal guy, Dr. Abel. Love, love, love. Thank you for my class, my course. And it was long with him, y'all. And he was long-winded. Let me see. This is B3. What's another one? Let me see. This one is B6. Look at my notes on there, y'all. That's me writing down all these doggone notes. Because when I get to sharing vitamins and minerals with you guys later on, I can share with you why these things are so, so, so important. And why the herbs you're growing in your garden have more nutrients than you even realize. Like, you're growing it in your garden and you may get it because it tastes good. You may get it because somebody suggested you get it. But you're getting it. And that's the most important part, is that you're growing them. And I can't tell you enough about it. Oh, this is the other thing too. I'm going to take this to my daughter. Do you guys eat dates? These things are so good. But the main two reasons why I buy these, well, several reasons why I buy them. Not just for Ramadan, but I buy these because of the fiber content. Fiber is so important in the body because it helps the body to retain water. Helps the body to retain water. And it also helps the body so that you don't get hemorrhoids and be constipated. Fiber helps to move waste through your system and to flush it out to where it isn't causing you harm and isn't being clogged up in your digestive tract, in your large or small intestines. So these are phenomenal for that. If you've never had these are so, so, so good. I think the one thing about it is they were high in calories. So Muslim women were advised to be careful how many we ate a day. But what I do is I don't use sugar in my fire cider. I use dates. I use dates in my fire cider because they give a little bit of sweetness to it. They're really good for you. If you have never had a date before, please try it. Please, please, please try it. These things are so good. They can sweeten any drink. And I'm going to give some to my daughter for like tea. You know how I make tea? I can split a date open, take the seed out, and sit it in the tea. And just let it infuse for about 3-4 minutes. And then I'll start drinking it. I did not have any of these. So I was using try to use the brown sugar over everything. Or the sugar in the raw over everything. A lot of people use agave. I do have agave to sweeten, but there's a little bit of my concern with it about how quickly it is in the bloodstream and what effect it has on the bloodstream. So I'm still doing my research on that. I'll get back to you guys on that. So if you use it, please, by all means, use it. I'm just doing my own research on it. What's important? Let me show y'all. So these are what dates look like. So if you are looking for some kind of natural sweetener, y'all, dates are really good for sweetening your drinks. And then I forgot. So my teacup, look, I got these. I wanted to share this with you too. These are my new teacups, and they are pink. So I still have my tea. Again, I was drinking yarrow tea today with some dandelion and sorrel in it. That's my tea for the day. And so my list, I try to break down my list. So what I wanted to ask you guys in the comments, let me know 10 herbs, whether you say herbs or herbs, 10 of them that you are growing, or 10 of them that you take on a regular basis. So in the chat, I want you guys to list the 10 herbs that you actually are growing in your garden, have grown in the past, maybe consider growing soon, or if you just go to a health food store and you use those 10 herbs. So I want you to list those herbs. And I have a treat for y'all today. So I'm going to show you. I was foraging this week. I was foraging this week, foraging last week. And I was able to grab some amazing things. And they actually fall on the list of herbs that I want to share with you. All of them except for plantain. Plantain is a herb, but I do not use it for oral purposes. You can. It is edible. I just do not use it for that. Only time I will chew plantain is, say, if I'm outside and I got a bee sting or a bug bite and I'm not near where I can get something for it, like my bug oil or something like that. You can take a plantain, chew it up like a poultice, and then put it on that spot, and it removes it like seconds, just seconds. Oh, mint. I see you, Christina. Mint, oregano, raspberries, basil, yarrow. Listen, on that raspberry tip. And rosemary, very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, very good. Yarrow, I have yet to grow. I have tried to transplant it. I was given some yarrow. I tried to transplant it. It was looking good. And matter of fact, I'm going to check on it tomorrow. And half of it died back, and then the other half was still growing. I had 2 plants, and then I'm trying to see what happens with it. Pray for me, because that yarrow, listen, I used yarrow in my treatment last week. And again, I will share with you one live just on yarrow and what it helped to do for my body, helped me heal a part of my body. But yarrow, if you do not have yarrow, do your research on yarrow. That is a phenomenal herb. And actually, I can tell you some of the things that yarrow do, because we're talking about 10 of the best herbs. And the reason why I'm asking you guys to put your herbs in the comments is because I was going through the list, right? And I have my list. Like, I typed it up. I have my list, right? But my list may not be what works best for you. It may not be what you are growing in your garden. So your top 10 list of herbs has to be what you are growing herbs for. You may grow it for aesthetic purposes. You may grow it for medicinal purposes. You may grow it for taste, culinary purposes, for cooking. So those 10 best herbs are going to be what's best for you, what's best, and also what you're able to grow. Like I said, right now I'm struggling with yarrow. So I'm continuing to buy yarrow from my mentor, from his herb shop. I'm buying yarrow from him. He has the yarrow leaves. I kind of want to get the whole yarrow plant. When I foraged last year, I did forage a lot of yarrow. When I found it, I kept going back to the same spot to get it. And then I think I was on a farm trip where we were foraging, and they had yarrow, and I picked as much as I could, because yarrow is so phenomenal, y'all. If I wish I could bear witness. Hey, Broke Farmer. Hey, my good brother. How you doing? So let me see. So Laura has cayenne, basil, mint, calendula or calendula, however you say it, rosemary, and oregano. All phenomenal. All phenomenal. Let me see. I was talking about Christina's raspberry. I am so happy, Christina, because I had about 6, maybe 7 bare root plants outside, and I'm telling you, once I transplanted them, I don't know what I did with the tags. I put them in pots and then could not tell you what they were. Finally, if you're on my Instagram, I did share it that, oh, cilantro and parsley. Awesome. Broke Farmer, in the comments, I want you to list the herbs that you are growing in your garden. I was explaining how I can give you, I'm going to give you my 10. I'm going to give you my top 10 herbs to grow. But what's best for you is whatever you're growing, whatever you're able to grow, and whatever your purposes are for growing those herbs. Again, it could be for cooking, it could be for medicinal, it could be for aesthetic, because you like that they're pretty. Whatever your reasons are, those are the best herbs for you. Again, I'm struggling with that yarrow. Somebody can help me grow that yarrow. Listen, we will be in besties for life. So, let me see. God's Desire, did you put? Are you might still be in class, so I don't know if you got time to put your list in. But G Mama, what is 10 herbs? Give me some herbs that you're growing in your garden. So let's see. I'm gonna give you a list, right? And then we're gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna go too far into all of their properties and everything, because I've talked about a lot of these herbs before. But what I want to get to is the surprise that I have for y'all today. Maybe I should do the surprise first, because we'll do it together. But I do want to see your herbs: rosemary, mint, borage, lemon balm, thyme, cayenne. Yes, and guys, cayenne is a pepper. It's still a herb. It is still a herb, and it is phenomenal. Hey, Duval. How you doing, love? I don't know why I always feel like I need to say your name with so much excitement. And that's not taking it from everybody. I love you all for coming in and joining me. I appreciate you so much taking your time out. But that thyme and that cayenne, yes. And look, a lot of you guys are growing the same thing. Mint. You guys are growing rosemary. Lemon balm is a big one. Let me see. Hey Duval, I think it's because when I'll be joining your live and you be jamming, child. I'll be in here dancing. I don't care, but I'm not gonna get on live like your other peeps be doing, dancing on the camera. You know, I'm gonna dance behind the camera. So keep it up, because I love your lives. But let me see, what else did we say? Okay, I got you guys' desire. I know you got like a trillion lists. But rosemary, a lot of you guys do not know how beneficial rosemary is. Rosemary is so good. And actually, rosemary is number 2 on my list. So let's talk about number 1. Let me show y'all. Okay. I bet y'all know what number 1 is. Come on. Y'all know what number 1. Y'all know what I got as number 1 on my list. And then I have some that are not on my list, but I'm just adding, because I bought it for you guys to see it. That and I'll tell you a little bit about it, but I just want you guys to see it. Let me show y'all something else too. Let me start with this. I'm trying to think, what if y'all think I should just go ahead and plant this. I got this from the African food market. This is a yam. It is not a sweet potato. It is a wild yam. It has started to grow, not just eyes. It has eyes on it, but it started to make roots. And so I'm thinking I probably should just plant it. Let me tell you, there is 2 things that I have in my house downstairs. And horseradish, I use it for my fire cider. Oh, and horseradish is also what I had in my tea last week too. If you don't know about horseradish and its phenomenal medicinal properties, I'm telling you, look it up. If you're looking for really strong, to make a nice tonic, to flush your system, get you some horseradish. It is hard to find. I would go to a farm and get it, but I have bought it from ShopRite before. They don't always have it. Grocery stores don't always have it. I've never seen it in Walmart ever. But I always bought it from a farmer's market. And what happened is when I got it and I needed it because I had been sick the past couple of weeks, I needed it. So I got it. Thank you, Bill. Listen, see, that's why I love y'all. See that? In the comments, we help each other. Thanks, Duval. Cut off this rooted end. That's nothing. Let me show you. Bam. Look at that. I got two. And listen, you can't eat this yam. Tell me, how do y'all cook it? Okay, so I love my African and Dominican markets because I love them. They love me when I come in there because I'm always asking them questions about food that they eat from their country, some of the food that they bring in that only they eat, herbs and vegetables and fruit that we have never seen and heard before. But it's really good for you. If you look them up, there is a Spanish herb. What is it called? When I pull out my book, I'll tell you what it's called. But there's a Spanish herb that I learned from a Spanish guy at the farmer's market that he told me. I think it's Saint Leaf. And it's a from a Spanish country. And they sell it. It's a giant leaf that they sell, come in a bag, a herb bag. And he said that his mom and them, they use it for spice and stuff and for cooking. And I was like, I sure grabbed it. I did. But look at this. Okay, let me see. So this is 1, 2. So this is 2 roots on there. Should I separate them? Oh, no, you said cut it off. So if I cut it off. Okay, so I'll cut it off and eat the rest. How do y'all cook it? Have you ever had this before, this wild yam? Have you ever had it before? I've never had it before. I got it. This one I got from the African market. So the lady that was in there, she's starting to be my bestie because I'll ask her. And then some of the herbs and stuff, she don't know why they're in her store, but she has them, and I know. So we share information. So let me see. Duval, huh? Oh, okay, you never had it before. Okay, but I'm definitely taking your advice. So I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to plant it. And again, my horseradish has done the same. My horseradish, I cut a piece off and I wanted it to stay fresh. So I have it in a Ziploc. One I have just in a Ziploc, but I have it open so to get some air. Very potent root vegetable. And then the other one the other half I put in water. The one in water got like 20 roots sprouted out of it. I'm so excited because it's so hard to find. When I'm making fire cider, I gotta plan ahead to find a place that actually has horseradish. So that's that. So let me show you. This is a herb, and I'm gonna I told you I was foraging, and I actually got this week. So let me start with this one. And I asked y'all in the comments, what do y'all think is my #1 herb? If you could tell me in the comments, I will give you a prize. I'll do a giveaway. I'll give you a prize. I'll do a giveaway. If you could tell me, I know y'all know my favorite herb. What y'all think which herb I'm going to say is the #1 herb to grow in your garden? And I'm going to give you a clue. Half the time, you don't even have to grow it. It's already there. Hey, Broke. Broke said mint is normally already in your garden or in your yard. First person I see, lavender in the comments. Chicory. Nice tries, guys. But the one that I say, if you've been watching and you've been hearing me talk a lot, I talk about this herb all the time. I told you I took it last week while I was super sick. There you go, dandelion. I got a prize for you, Broke. I'll let you know what it is. Thank you. It is dandelion, the #1 herb you should grow in your garden is dandelion. Listen, you don't even have to grow it. you can normally find it in your yard. Anywhere you find a patch of grass. If it's missing some grass and spots and stuff, go look. Check it later and see if dandelion don't come up. It's okay, Duval. That is, when I talk about dandelion, listen, dandelion. I'm telling you, I was sick. Dandelion is great for the gut. Dandelion is the herb for your liver. It is a friend to the liver. It is a friend to the kidney. It is a friend to the pancreas. I talked about this last week. No matter what, not last week, the week before that. Maybe that's probably why you guys can't remember. But I get so excited talking about it because it's one of my favorite herbs, and I hear so many of my colleagues in the herbal community, whether it was Dr. Sebi or Barbara O'Neill, whether it was Dr. Latam, or so many people, just so many people. Who was I just? Rosemary Gladstar. So many. There are so many people, herbalists and people in the herbal community will tell you dandelion should be at the top of your list. Heidi, she is of the woods. There's so many that I love talking to and listening to. And they will tell you that dandelion is at the top of all of their lists. Dandelion. For mullein, now mullein is phenomenal. I've been studying mullein for the past week. So mullein is really phenomenal. Let me tell you, I'll tell you exactly what mullein does. Mullein is great. And mullein, a lot of people only take mullein, for it, for those medicinal purposes. But a lot of people grow it and not know how good mullein is for you. And we're going to have to revisit that conversation, y'all, about comfrey. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it because I take comfrey and I don't have an issue out of it. But that we'll get to that another day. I'm trying to get to mullein real quick. All right, so so one of the surprises I want to show you, I'll tell you after I go through the mullein. All right, so mullein. Broke Farmer. Most people take mullein as a tea because of all of it expels. So it's a mucilagage, which means it expels mucus out the body. It does expel mucus out the body, reduce inflammation, and then hold on. Okay, so mullein, believe it or not, mullein. You can drink mullein at night and it helps to calm your sleep. Mullein is great for helping you to have a calm and peaceful sleep. So people that are insomnia, like, bueno. Mullein is also great for upper respiratory issues. For people who have breathing issues, asthma, allergies, things of that nature. Mullein helps to clean your lungs. It helps to clear that mucus up out of your lungs. So it's really good for that. Pneumonia, asthma, bronchitis. So all of those upper respiratory things, mullein is great for that. So people normally use the mullein, for coughing. If you have a bad cough, you know how people who have that C word and they have that bad cough sometimes, you can make them a mullein tea. That would definitely help because that cough is kind of like that really hard, rough cough. So you definitely want to, and it's great for sore throats. Say you start feeling a little itchy in your throat, you drink you some mullein tea. So that's a great one. And mullein is on my list, Broke. Let me tell you where it is on my list. It is number 8 on my list. Mullein is number 8. And so I told you about mullein. So I'm just going to mark it off, okay? I have another one I was telling y'all that's on my list. It's a herb, but I do not use it orally, but it is on my list. So I'll get to that, okay? Hold on. So, somebody, let me see, I'm going to look at y'all list too that y'all had so I can go back. So let's talk about dandelion first. dandelion. I tell y'all, dandelion is a friend to the kidney, friend to the liver. Dandelion has magnesium, iron, calcium, manganese, potassium, selenium, zinc, vitamins B1, B2, B3, vitamin C. It has tannins, but not the same tannins as in regular tea. You know how I tell y'all there's tea that they make, like when they're making oolong or English breakfast, that's tea. That's not considered herbal. But dandelion is herbal. And the tannins in that are natural, and it's not the same as those. So please don't get it confused. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, hold on to that mullein. It has beta carotene. Beta carotene, phenomenal for skin and hair. And it is chock full of antioxidants. So now, I talked about this a couple weeks ago. Dandelion. Dandelion. I'm not going to go too deep in all of the herbs so that we can get through the list. Dandelion has the ability to flush your system, but at the same time it is flushing your system, your kidney and your livers. It is a diuretic. It is flushing it. It is giving you back those nutrients. You're getting back those nutrients and things that you're losing through the kidneys being flushed out and the liver being flushed out. Okay, so that's dandelion. Let's see, number 2, rosemary. Rosemary. A lot of you guys said you are growing rosemary in there, and rosemary is, listen, rosemary I use in my skincare products. That's one word. I use in my skincare products. So I think what I'm going to do, I am going to jump around a little bit because I want to show y'all the things that I bought as a surprise for you. All right, rosemary. I think we talked about rosemary before, but just really quickly, rosemary helps to improve memory. If you have an older parent or someone that's gone through, what's that, where they lose their memory and things like that, dementia, things like that, you can help them improve their memory. There are certain games you can play with them, but we'll have to talk about that another time. But you can give them rosemary tea. Rosemary is great for the brain health. Just like ginseng, it's great for the brain health. It aids circulation, anti-inflammatory. I told you, anytime you see those anti-words, it's a keeper. Concentration, so memory, concentration, brain health. Your adrenals, you're feeling fatigued and tired, rosemary is great for that. It is great for, it is an antioxidant, anti-cancer, anti-stress, antibacterial, antifungal. That's rosemary. I use rosemary a lot. Hey Chris, good to see you back. How you been? So let me show this to you. What I forward, one of the things I want to show y'all tonight, because I'm going to get to it. Oh, let me show you. I got to show the first one. Duh. The first one is dandelion. So I foraged dandelion because I want to show y'all what it looks like. I'm going to show you the dandelion first. Then I'll get to the next one. All right. So this here is dandelion. This is planted. So this is a dandelion root. So you see that root? This is dandelion root. Already washed it. Just got some remnants on it, but it's okay. And some of the dead leaves I'm going to take off. But, Broke Farm, remember I told you don't throw away your leaves this week? Next week, I think what I'm going, you know what, I may do it before that. I may do it over the weekend. We'll see. I'm going to make a vitamin green mix. So I'm going to take all of my green leaves, take off the dead ones. I'm going to take all of the green leaves and make a health tea with it. I'm going to dry up all the leaves. Like right now downstairs I have drying dandelion, plantain, yellow dock. I have them drying right now. So this right here is what we call broadleaf. This is not broadleaf. This is dandelion. This one is one. And let me show you this strong one that I got, which I'm loving that I was able to get it. Look at that. Look how powerful that root is. Y'all see that dandelion root? What's great on chicken? Oh, rosemary. Rosemary is phenomenal on chicken. See this? See those dandelion? So the leaves, you can use the leaves. And how you know dandelion? We call it the lion's mane because its leaves are toothed like a lion's mane. And that's how you can tell dandelion leaves when you are out. But anybody knows what a dandelion look like. You've seen the yellow flower. So this is my thing. If you see dandelion out in your yard, if you see the flower sticking up, go cut off all the tops. Cut off all the tops that you see right now and make you a nice tea. Oh my gosh. The tops make a great tea. The whole thing is a great tea. But right now you can go cut off all the tops. Right now the funny thing is dandelions are starting to die back, which is why I harvested the roots. So I got the roots, and this is a nice big root. I'm going to cut the root off, right? I'm going to dry it. I dry my roots separate from the plant. So I will cut it away from the leaves. I'm going to dry the leaves. I actually have some drying downstairs now. I just have them laid out in the oven. I do not have it on. I just have them laying in the oven. I do have some in the backyard. What happened is I had my burdock leaves in the backyard because I thought it was so hot, but we've had rain for the past week, like almost every day. So the leaves kept constantly getting wet. So I had to bring them inside so they can actually dry. So I bought them inside. But do y'all see that? These are the dandelion greens. So I'm making a greens mix. And before I said, what did I say? Get your strawberry leaves. Do not take them all. Just take a couple. Take a couple of the leaves. You want to dry them. Throw them in a little like cookie sheet and just sit them in the oven and let them forget about them. Let them dry a couple days. They'll be dry in a few days, a week maybe. Depending on if you're cooking. You can't leave them there that long. Or put them on your porch. Lay them out on a porch. Let them dry. They'll dry faster outside. If it stopped raining, like today, we still had rain earlier, so I couldn't put it back out there. But I'm going to dry the leaves, and I'm going to dry the roots separately. So this is my #1 herb, and I'm glad I was able to get it and show you guys what it look like. So plantain is on my list. This is plantain root. I have had the root. I've never harvested the root before. This is plantain. This is actually broadleaf plantain. And the entire plant is medicinal. See that, y'all? This is plantain. Y'all see this growing outside. You will see this growing next to your dandelion, your yellow dock, bird. Anytime you see those things growing like that, these are greens, highly nutritious. So let me tell you what plantain is good for. So we said dandelion, yarrow, mullein, yellow dog. No, I didn't say yellow dog. I said plantain. So this little plant right here, this plantain leaf here, has so many phytochemicals in it. It has so many. Those are your nutrients. Those are the beneficial nutrients that are found in the plant. This plant, I have never used it for a tea. Again, I told you I only use it if I'm outside and I have to make a quick poultice from a bee sting or a bug bite or anything like that. I would use that for that. But it's great for also pulling out splinters. Say you have a splinter, you can take the leaf, chew it up like a poultice, and then put it on there, and it'll expel the splinter. You can see this growing in your yard as well. And many people, I know you guys think that this is weed. I urge you, I implore you to pull up as many as you want before you mow your lawn. If you have not sprayed your lawn with any chemicals or anything like that, please pull this up and use it. Dry it and you can use it. I have some already dried because I'm working on, I make bug spray. So in case I get bug bites or anything like that, I will use it to help spray and stop the sting from bug bites. I'm normally allergic to bug bites. That's the irritation you get where you want to scratch it. But the thing is, you want to be careful because if you're outside and you have your hands in gloves or you have your hands in your plants and there's other microorganisms that are out there. You don't want to scratch those bug bites and get infected. So it's important. It is a this is a really great plant for first aid. It helps with wounds, healing wounds. Helps wounds to heal faster. Let me see. Bite stings. Again, has nutritious tannins in it, flavonoids, terpenoids. Oh, this is great for a tea because it has caffeic acid in it, like dandelion. You can use it as an alternative for coffee and give you energy. So there you are. You can use it. Okay. I use this mostly in tinctures or in oil infusion when I make my bug oil, or I'm making a tincture to make a bug spray. So this is great, 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 great for that. This next one, so let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. Let's deal with this one. This here, you may have seen this but not know what it is. This is mugwort. This right here is mugwort. This is like, see that, and a lot of times too, when when we're foraging and we're doing the groups things, one of the many things they ask you to look for first is the stem, to see how the stem is shaped. It helps you to identify the plant. But mugwort, one of the main things about mugwort is that its leaves have 2 different colors. You look at it one way, it's green, and then on another side it has this gray, silvery color. The reason why this is dark and light like this because I washed it. I wash all of the herbs before I dry them. I wash them, and so the leaves get wet, so that's why. But you can still see the 2-tone color of the leaves. This is mugwort, and let me tell you what mugwort is good for. Mugwort, you don't have to grow this as seed. You'll find this growing in your yard. Wherever you see wild leaves and things growing like that, you'll see mugwort. This mugwort, they use mugwort, believe it or not, they smoke it. It's kind of like sage, but it's way more powerful. So be careful if you decide to use it. Mugwort can enhance dreams. It is, they say it causes hallucinations, but it's also great for pain. A lot of people use it. Let me see. It is great for digestion. It is, and the reason why they use it and they smoke it and all that, because it is a nervine. It helps to calm the nervous system. Let me see. Nervine. It's great for the uterus. This is for women that may want it. It is a stimulant. It is a diuretic, which means it is great. Helps to deliver in the kidney to cleanse. This is great for people who have epilepsy. Those people who have things like that, or who it is anti-hysteric, so it kind of calms the brain, calms the nervous system. It is a great nervine. A lot of people, when I say, I'm gonna say about 70% of people smoke it. But I dry it and I use it for people like who have PTSD, people who really have a hard time sleeping, because it calms the body down. So I will use it for that. Yeah, the funny thing, Christina, is the people who do smoke it, I find are a lot of herbalists. I don't find people just walking out and just smoking it. A lot of herbalists I know smoke it. And then there are people, there's groups. They have groups that they will smoke it. But I use it in its form as a herb. You dry it and use it as a tea. I love to use it in teas for insomnia. Like, I have had bouts of insomnia because I used to be on a night shift, and I'm telling you, it was hard to get to sleep and get the body to go to sleep. Oh, I did bring this. So no, that's still dandelion. Okay, I thought I bought so this right here, a lot of you, I noticed you got seeds for these. This is my second favorite. This is actually, this is like number 3 on the list. Let me see. One, no, actually it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 on the list. This is burdock. This is a burdock leaf. This is a burdock leaf. Can y'all see how huge that is? It is bigger than my face. Y'all see that? This is a burdock leaf. This phenomenal herb right here. Y'all don't even understand. This leaf right here is a powerhouse. It is a powerhouse, and I wanted you to see it. I didn't just want to talk about it. I wanted you guys to actually see it. This is another one, and again, they're wet because I washed them. The edges are a little brown. I washed them. There's some little bit of pest damage, but it's just like any vegetable that we pull from our garden. So I'm actually drying it, so it's not gonna harm me. Let me see. Yeah, I washed it. And one of the best things, again, they tell us to do is you can identify burdock by the stem. I want you to be careful because I was telling you guys how you can mistake burdock for what's that huge plant that I told you guys about. I did a video on it. But this is burdock. Burdock is a phenomenal herb. And I'm just checking it, guys. I washed them, but you never know. Spiders be everywhere. I was trying to make sure. There's no spiders on it. Okay, so, and I washed them really good. And I washed them in the soap that either that natural soap. Let me see. My brain is on somewhere else today. I'm sorry. I'll think of it and I'll tell you guys. But I wash it. I always wash it really good. I wash it outside. I get a giant bucket of water and I wash all of the herbs outside that I forage. Anything that I forage, I wash outside. So this one here, burdock, is great for your hair. I bet you guys didn't know that. I know a lot of people. Somebody actually sent me seeds. Yeah, the Castile soap. Thank you. I love y'all. I got so much on my mind. It's so much that I'm trying to hurry up and get out before it's too late because I don't want to have you guys here too long. But I wanted to get it out so you guys can see. But again, this is a burdock leaf. And I wash it in Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. All of my herbs I wash in that. It's, anything I'm foraging, I wash in that. And I wash it outside because you don't want spiders in the house. But I love that herb. It is high on my list under dandelion. I use it in conditioner. I don't use shampoos because they strip the hair. But I do make a shampoo conditioner mix for men in my men's line because men, just need it only just to break up their dry scalp. And for a lot of the men clients that I have, their hair is thinning and they're losing hair. So I do use it to cleanse the scalp and open up those pores in their scalp. So I do use burdock in there. So there you go. There's a tip for you guys. Yeah, so this, I go to the same place. I try to stick to the same place and get my burdock from. I don't disturb it. It's undisturbed area. It is there's a garden where we had in Trenton where we were growing fruits and vegetables for the neighborhood kids to teach the kids how to garden. So it is still that same area. I don't disturb it. I check on it every couple weeks to see how it's going. I know that in March it starts to grow and I let it grow and let it get huge. You should see how many leaves I have. I have like a ton of these leaves, but when they dry, they shrivel up really small. So it is that big, but it will come down some once it dry. And then I break it up and add it. Burdock. Believe it or not, I use burdock for my skincare products because burdock naturally protects the skin from UV rays. So if you are in the sun a lot and feel you need protection, most of the time I will not tell you to add protection because we need that sunlight. If you understood how important that vitamin D is for your body, and that the sun is the only natural source of vitamin D, you want to get out and get as much of it. But then there's environmental factors that affect us. So that's why I add burdock to a lot of my skincare products, because it gives just an added layer of protection, but it will not block you from absorbing vitamin D and getting in the sun. So you definitely want that. So again, it promotes hair growth, keeps the scalp from drying out. It protects you from UV damage and sun rays and environmental damages. Burdock also helps to improve the immune system. Burdock is one of those herbs where I make this formulation for it's my overall health and wellness tea that helps to detox the liver and cleanse the liver and the kidney and your pancreas. And I will infuse burdock, dandelion, and yellow dock. Those three I add to it. Those three I will use together. Next week, I don't know if you guys will join me live during the grand opening of my shop. That is one of the herbs that'll be herbal blends that'll be in the shop, because most people need to detox and cleanse their liver, especially if you drink alcohol. Believe it or not, alcohol is one of the #1 reasons why our system is not at optimal performance like it should be. And I'm not telling you not to drink. You can drink whatever is in your heart, whatever is your will. What I'm saying is you gotta also add things that's going to balance it out. Understand that alcohol flushes out nutrients from the body, so you got to put those nutrients back, and burdock is one of those ways. Dandelion is one of those ways. Yellow dock is one of those ways that we add the nutrients back. That is, but believe me, alcohol is not the only thing that deprives the body of nutrients. We can get into that all day long. It is great for the digestive system, the liver. I told you the liver. It helps maintain healthy weight. So if you're looking to balance your weight out and have a healthy weight, drink burdock tea. It will definitely help you with that. If you have arthritis, a lot of people, as you get age, you get arthritis in the knees, you get arthritis in your ankles, your muscle area, arthritis in your shoulder, arthritis in your neck. You want to add burdock to it, because burdock helps to remove or help fight arthritis in the system. Okay. Also, it is anti-cancer. So if you know anybody that has is on chemo or anything like that, and you just want to suggest a tea, burdock is a great tea. It is one of the herbs that I do use in my blends for people that come to me who have cancer. It also helps to balance out blood sugar levels. If you are having a problem with your cortisol and your pre-diabetic, diabetic, whatever, drink some burdock tea. You definitely want to add burdock to your regimen. You can take the root, cut the root, like I don't have the root. Oh, and I was explaining to you, I don't have the root because it's not time for the root. Right now, the leaves will continue to grow. Even though I cut these leaves, I got about maybe 30 of them. Even though I cut these leaves, they'll grow back, because it will continue to grow until October, is when the root starts to die back. Well, not die, but the root starts to go into dormancy stage. So you're not even really allowed to pull that root, yellow dock and burdock root, until like October. I normally tell people don't pull that root until that time, after it has finished flowering. And matter of fact, because we've had so much heat and stuff, it has caused plants to bolt. So my patch area where I have the burdock at, it has actually started to seed. So I actually pulled seeds. So I do have maybe about 4 stalks, and there's still about 100 stalks out there of burdock seeds. So I did pull the seeds out. No, it's okay. I use the whole thing. I use the leaves when I'm making teas. I use the leaves when I'm making my tea formulations. I do when I'm making my skincare formulations. I will use the leaves because remember the medicinal properties is in the leaves right now. But like I said, some of them are starting to bolt. They have actually flowered and started to seed. I have some. I'll take a picture of it because I have some drying outside. I'm trying to dry the seeds. So I have about 4 stems of it outside, and I'll take a picture of it and post it on my community tab tomorrow. But those are the seeds that I have. But the leaves and the stems, I use the whole plant is medicinal. The whole plant is phenomenally medicinal. Phenomenally medicinal. Also on the list, y'all, is calendula. I seen some of you guys had that in your list. Chris, I don't know if you got put a list in there. Put in some of the herbs that you're growing. If you're growing any herbs, put them in there. I'm trying to see if any of them are on my top 10 list. Calendula. A lot of you guys are growing calendula. Calendula is super, super, super. It's good as a tea, but it is amazing for the body. Calendula is anti-inflammatory. Calendula, believe it or not, I don't know if you ladies know, but calendula also helps if you have daughters or any of them going through menstruation and they have menstrual cramps and problems like that. Calendula tea or calendula, however you say it, is phenomenal for that. You can give that to them. And it does not affect men. It doesn't take away its medicinal properties to men. It's just some of the benefits that it helps with for women. It helps with menstruation. It is anti-cancer. Did you guys know that? That calendula is anti-cancer? Some of you have some beautiful calendula growing in your garden and you're drinking it and making tea with it. Listen, it is also, calendula is great for desserts. Say you're making cookies or cake or little treats or yogurt. Like, I am trying to stick to my little granola and yogurt and my fruit. I'm blending the fruit, but I'm also keeping the fruit whole. But I'm going to add some calendula. You can do little petals of the calendula. You could decorate it on there and surely eat them bad boys because they are edible. You can eat them. They're really, really good for you. If you are, I know Cece was saying that she was sick this week, and I was telling her to take some herbs. That was one of my comments in the comment section, is to take some herbs. But calendula is great for that. It's great for muscle spasms, backache. If you have issues, sciatica, calendula is great for that. For common muscle spasms, sciatica, backache, calendula is really good for that. It is antimicrobial. It is antiviral. If you feel yourself getting sick, if you decide you want to make you a nice little drink and you're not feeling well, you want to make some lemon and some ginger. And ginger, we'll talk about ginger next. Lemon, ginger, cucumbers. If you have cucumbers growing in your garden, you want to add that to some water, and you can just throw you some calendula petals or flower tops in there. Add it to it and let it sit. You can even put it in the sun. I had the sun tea challenge. Thank you to everyone that did their video for it, for the summer sun tea challenge. I appreciate you. I am going to announce the winner this weekend. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. And they get a $20 gift card. There's a $20 gift card for the winner. I may give it to, because not a lot of people were doing the Back to the Roots one, and I've seen a lot of people pushing the Back to the Roots one, and that's fine. So I'm just gonna, there weren't many that did my challenge, so I think I'm just gonna give each you. Maybe I'll just give everyone a $10 gift card. So that's what we'll do, and I'll announce those who did the challenge. We'll do that this weekend. Talk about those winners, okay? Also, calendula helps with wounds and hemorrhoids. So it helps, like say you have wounds. Remember I told you about plantain? There's also a wound healer. Say that you got injured or something like that and you need to heal. I want y'all to really understand that these herbs help to heal you. I'm telling you, I had an issue and I took my herbs and I had doctors certified that my issue was resolved from taking herbs. These herbs are helping you guys, and you don't even realize how beneficial they are to you and how much they are helping you. So again, wound healer, and also if you have hemorrhoids, if you have you're constipated, get you anything that's high in fiber. Get you some high fiber and drink some calendula tea. It helps to ease the pain of your hemorrhoids, and then the fiber helps to move the things through your system without causing you harm. And don't forget your water. As much water as you can, really drink. Okay. Also, I did not know this. Remember, I told, if you didn't hear at the beginning, I told you I went to the dentist, and I told my dentist about my homemade toothpaste that I make with the neem oil, coconut oil. What else I put in there? Baking soda, peroxide. But I did not know that calendula was great. But calendula is great for oral health. So you can make a homemade toothpaste with calendula, or you again. Taking calendula tea is great and helps to heal the body. Okay, so let me see where we are on our list. So dandelion, rosemary, calendula, burdock, plantain, mullein, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. So 3 more. The next one is echinacea. Echinacea, y'all. One last thing. For if you have somebody that is going through cancer, I know I told you that calendula is anti-cancer. You can make them an oil infusion with calendula, and it helps their skin, because a lot of people are affected by the radiation from chemotherapy and things like that. They'll have dry patches on their skin, even their scalp, and so you can use it for that. So that's a great thing to tell people. Okay. Some of the herbs I've already shared with you guys. So make sure you guys go back and check some of those other benefits that I gave y'all. Okay. The next one was echinacea. What are my last 3 that I have? Because I am going to do the 10 those 10 top vegetables too. So don't forget that. Okay. So we got the last 3 I'll do, and then I have some favorable mentions. Okay. So the last 3 are echinacea, sage, and moringa. Okay. Those are the my top 10 that I've given you. Okay. So we're going to do echinacea, we'll do sage, and moringa. All right. So let's do echinacea. I already talked, some of these I talked about already, like chicory. We went through that. I told you guys all about that one. Echinacea, you can make, with echinacea, you can make just a cold remedy with echinacea by itself. Echinacea is antiseptic. It is antiviral, antibacterial. Like echinacea is great for colds and flus and upper respiratory. Echinacea, you can make just a tincture with echinacea alone for healing the body, keeping the body from being sick. That you want to take like on a regular basis, like if you made a tincture with it, or if you made an oil infusion, take the echinacea and put it in the oil and then sit for weeks. Oh my God, pine, yes. Yes, I actually just studied in my one of my courses. We talked about pine. Yeah, pine was one of the newer ones that I learned, but that's a great one. And a matter of fact, if you didn't hear me mention one over these last 3, I'm gonna do sage, echinacea, and I believe I said thyme. No, moringa. Thyme is one of the ones that's my honorable mention. Thyme is an honorable mention. Mint is my honorable mention. Basil is my honorable mention. Feverfew is my honorable mention. Let me see. Lavender is my honorable mention. Elderberry is an honorable mention. There are so many more, and we can talk about them more. Chickweed is actually in my list, but I had went through some others before I can even get to chickweed. But I talked to you guys about chickweed already. I talked to you about chickweed. I talked to you about chicory already. So go check my other videos. Look at some of the benefits that I gave you on those. But let's talk about this echinacea, y'all. If you got echinacea, another name for echinacea is purple coneflower. Um, it is a really, really pretty plant. Can y'all see? That's what it looks like. But I know y'all know what that looks like. The echinacea is the easy one, easy one. Echinacea is high in antioxidants. Oh, valerian, yes. Throw them in the comments, y'all. Any of the honorable mentions, anything that I did not mention that you guys want to mention. Basil, y'all know I love basil, but we talked about basil already before. But echinacea is high in antioxidants. It's great for your immune system. Phenomenal for the immune system. Again, it is one of those ones that helps to lower blood sugar levels, like burdock. Echinacea helps to lower your blood sugar levels. If you're the type, like I said, if you're pre-diabetic, diabetic, you want to lower those blood sugar levels, you do have to cut sugar out, but you can use the teas, echinacea, burdock, and they'll help to lower your blood sugar levels. Let me see. Also, it is not a nervine, but it is anti-anxiety. If you're the type that you stress a lot, or you have a lot of going on, and you just want some calming, you can drink echinacea too. It is also anti-stress, anti-anxiety. Echinacea is. I told y'all it was an antioxidant. It is anti-inflammatory. Echinacea also helps to treat skin issues. If you have some skin issues, it is anti-cancer. It is another one of those anti-cancer herbs. If you want to help somebody that is going through whatever cancer issues they're going through, and you want to give them a nice tea that's going to help combat carcinogens in the body, echinacea is one of those herbs that is great for that. Okay, but do your research, do your due diligence when you are taking it. You want to make sure that anybody that is taking medication, that it is okay for them to take it. Okay, and also it's just preventative medicine. It is medicine. It is that medicine that's in nature that helps prevent us from getting. When you hear me say anti-cancer, that means that you should take it. You don't have to take it all the time, but every now and then, just to keep those keep carcinogens down in the body. And carcinogens are just things that we intake that cause cancer in the body, that can cause cancer in the body. And we are definitely going to get into vitamins and minerals, because I want y'all to understand how cancer forms in the body. And there are foods and things that we eat that contribute to it, but there are nutrients that we have to take, and that's why these herbs, I'm going through the herbs, because I want us to know that we can take these herbs and they help build up the body's defense system, that these things are fighting. Some of these herbs are fighting free radicals in the body all the time. Like all the time. They're keeping cancer from even growing in your body, and you don't even know it. You're taking them and you don't even realize that you're fighting cancer in your body, which is why you don't have it, because your body is fighting it. You're giving your body defense mechanisms to help fight off infection, disease, dis-ease, anything that cause toxins. Again, me being sick, I had to flush those toxins out my system, and yes, I had to fast to go along with it, and then I had to put nutrients back in the body, hence my dandelion, hence my yarrow. The yarrow helps, believe it or not, yarrow goes around the body, and I know I talked about yarrow earlier, but it goes around the body and find places in the body that need healing. Did y'all know that? Yarrow. You're growing yarrow. Yarrow is a powerful herb. And I said I'm going to talk about that later on. But yarrow seeks in the body and find places that need healing. And yarrow will heal that area of the body. That's how phenomenal. I can go scientifically into it. That's what my doctor of medicine was for. But I can go scientifically in it and break it down and tell you the nutrients that's in yarrow and how it searches. It's the same way like I told y'all to do an onion. If you are feeling sick, or you have children that are sick, you could cut an onion up and put it in their sock. That onion, the nutritional, the medicine that's in the onion goes into the bloodstream and seeks out the place that needs its healing. The onion, And onion. So there's an additional herb for you. Onions will find if you put that in a sock or even if you take it in a tea, onion will seek out the part of the body that need it, and it will go to that place and provide healing. Don't believe me? Please do your research. It is out there. It is out there. It is out there. Onions, when you cook it down, you're taking, we talked about, I think Broke asked a little while ago about dehydrating. One of the things I did find out is that when we dehydrate food, as long as the temperature isn't above 105, you're not missing many minerals. You're not taking too many minerals from your food or herbs that you're drying. You're still maintaining a 95% of your medicinal properties in your herbs. You're really not taking that much out of your herbs by dehydrating. As long as it's low. If you're going 105 and above, then you're really adding more heat. That heat releases the nutritional value of that herb or that food. Like I said with the onions, when you're cooking onions, that's why onions, if you were cooking it in a dish, add it last. That way the food is already cooked and all you're doing is just sauteing the onion down so that you're still getting the full nutritional value of the onion, but you're not taking away its properties. But if you're throwing it on high heat, like frying the onion, you're losing a lot. You're losing about maybe 40-50% of the nutritional value of that onion. And so and I see people do it all the time. They're making food and they put the oil in and they throw the onion in first. That high heat releases a lot of gastric release of the nutritional value of the onion or any food that you eat. You can't, if you want to maintain a majority of that nutritional value, add it last. Wait till you've cooked the food down. Even with soups, and wait till you cook the soup, the meat, if you have meat in it or potato, whatever you've cooked in, and make sure you cook all of that down first, and then you add your herbs last, just to saute them and get them in there so that you're still getting all of that nutritional value. You're still getting nutrition. If you are adding fruits and vegetables and herbs to your dishes, you are still getting nutrition from it. All I'm saying is that to keep a majority of the nutritional value, just think about where you place it in that cooking process. High heat will release that nutritional value, some of the nutrients in it. So again, if you're dehydrating, you do lose a little bit of it, but you're not losing much of it by dehydrating your vegetables and your fruit and your herbs. It is best to, since we had a lot of high heat days, so I dried a lot of my herbs and things outside. And you can see some of our plants, a lot of our gardens suffered. I know my garden suffered because we had so many hot, ridiculously hot days. And now it's kind of tapered off. We have cooler days. We've had rain for the past week. 2 weeks technically, but straight we've had rain like day after day after day, in the morning, sometimes in the evening, early night, late at night. We've had a lot of rain, which is why I had to bring a lot of my herbs in on the porch to let them dry that way. But now I'm looking for some heat because I need my herbs to dry so that I can start getting them ready for my big grand opening next week. So let me go. The next one was sage. Sage. I always loved sage. I think taking these courses and these classes and getting all these certifications made me look deeper into sage, and it actually made me look deeper into lemongrass. I think lemon balm, nettle. If you are anemic, you need some nettle in your life. You need nettle in your life. You need nettle. Good one, Chris. That's a good one. But I need some heat so I can dry those herbs, y'all. But sage is a natural antibiotic. Remember I told you there are certain herbs that you can tincture them by themselves, and they are a medicine by themselves. Sage is one of those. The echinacea is one. Sage is also one. Sage is one because of its antiseptic properties, because of its antibiotic. It is antibacterial, antifungal, antiseptic, I said, anti-diarrheal, antispasmodic. Again, people with those back issues, sciatica, spasms, shoulder injuries, things like that. Sage is phenomenal for that. Listen, drink you some sage tea. Really, really good. Sage, you can also make an oil infusion out of it, and say you get injured or cut, scraped, any kind of skin wound, breaking the skin or things like that, you can add sage. Sage helps to heal it, especially because of its antibacterial, antiseptic properties. It heals wounds, okay, medicinally. Oregano. Oregano is on my list too. It is at the top of my list. Oregano, I think I talked about oregano in a different video. You guys are gonna have to go back and check that out. But that's one of the reasons why I didn't put it on the list today, because you heard me talk about oregano. I cannot. The list for oregano is too long. I may grab it real quick, but listen. Let me finish with the sage. Sage helps for people who sweat a lot. Sage helps to cut down some of the sweating without stopping the body from, without harming the body. Put it like that. So if you're the type and you sweat, you profusely, and you just want to bring that down some, because sweating also is a way to get rid of toxins in the body, but sage does not interfere with that process. So you want to definitely have sage. Sage is great for women who have menopause issues like hot flashes, cold flashes, menstrual issues. It's great for that. And again, men can still take it. It does not take away from any of its medicinal properties for the body, period, but it does have some additional benefits for females. So that is sage. Sage also is anti-stress. So again, I talked a lot of the herbs that I talked about, and purposefully too, because a lot of us are under a lot of stress. We go through a lot. We have stress in the garden. Our plants and things are not doing well. We can have stress in our family. We can have health stress. You know, we can have work stress. Listen, while I was sick, my job, they was cutting up. Like, they were really cutting up. And and listen, I am super, super sweet. But please do not, the moment that I stand up and, not want to take y'all mess, because, like, y'all, I was an officer, and I am still, even though I'm retired, I am still duty bound. So I don't engage in things that, to me, are not right. And I'm still held to the same accountability, as though I was an officer, even though I am retired. So I told them last week, just because I don't speak up and I just don't want to be around a lot of the BS that goes on. Y'all know how co-workers and stuff can be. People doing things they ain't supposed to be doing. That's on them, but don't bring it to me. And then if I speak up about it, don't be trying to say I'm PMSing. Like, I had to go off last week. Don't say because I don't do what you do that I'm PMSing or I'm speaking up for myself. Please don't do that. Women who are passionate are not speaking up because they're PMSing. And to me, it's very offensive. So, I'm sorry. I digress. Let me bring it back. So, sage. Sage, just like it's the other herbs that I spoke about, has many, 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 many health benefits, flavonoids, a lot of phytochemicals. That's what it is, phytochemicals. Sage has a lot of them. You ever see, like, for instance, you know how we buy, what is that, Vicks Vapor Rub, and it contains camphor? Well, they get camphor from sage. Herbs like sage. Herbs like sage contain medicinal properties like camphor, and that's where they extract it from, and that's how we get a lot of the medicines. So instead of having to get you some Vicks and rub it on your chest, you can make your own camphor oil by taking some sage and infusing it into some coconut oil, because whenever you're adding it to the skin, herbs that you're adding to the skin, I say use coconut oil or use grapeseed oil. Phenomenal for the skin. Those two are phenomenal for the skin. Besides coconut oil's benefits by itself, and then you add sage to it, phenomenal. But if you want to use it for camphor reasons, for releasing mucus and opening up the chest, you can take sage and add it to some oil. Let it if you can Heat it, put it in a jar, double boil it. You can do it that way, or you can let it sit for a week or two. I say 2 weeks or more. Let it sit, and then you got your own camphor. Okay. Um, Let me see your salic acid. I'm trying to think of ones that you guys would know without me having to explain it. Oh, it's in the rosemary family, so it has rosmarinic acid. So it really good for you. Same properties, some of the same properties as rosemary. Look it up, you'll see it. But it does contain rosmarinic acid, which is the same thing found in rosemary. And you already know, I already told y'all the health benefits of rosemary. It has that same thing. Listen, stress in that garden. That heat was tearing me up, y'all. I had to get out there and water. I was stressed. My mint plants, I pride myself on all the varieties of mint, and when I was losing some of my mint plants, like, that broke my heart because the heat was so hot, and I was a little bit stressed about it. I was, because I didn't want to use the mints I use a lot in my herbal formulations, because I don't just use the mint for its medicinal properties, but also use it for its taste. Whenever I have bitters that I'm giving people to take, bitter herbs, I add mint to it. I add hibiscus to it, for its sweetening properties as well, not just its medicinal properties, but also for its taste. So my mint, I was stressed a lot with my mint. Everything looks good. I did not want to lose my peppermint. My chocolate mint, I have 3 of those. One of them, I told you I was dying back. I was able to bring that back. I was happy about that. My apple mint looks great. Orange mint looks great. Y'all know I did multiple series on mint, so y'all can go and look up mint. Mint is phenomenal, and I know that many gardeners are growing mint, whether they wanted to or not. Some by choice, some by not, because mint can pop up. Like, it definitely can pop up. Chris mentioned nettle. It is a really good herb. Please look that one up. It really is good for you. I battle anemia, and nettle is one of those herbs you definitely want to have add in there. So the last one on the list for today was moringa. Y'all know moringa. Moringa is the tree of life. Y'all know how y'all see that tree of life? You ever seen jewelry makers? Like, I have some. I make jewelry with that saying, tree of life. You'll see people always talk about this tree of life. You'll see it in drawings, paintings. You see the tree of life. That is the moringa tree. It originated from the moringa tree, what the moringa tree looks like. That's where all of those pictures and jewelry and things that come from. It is related to the moringa tree. They call it the tree of life because of all of its phenomenal health benefits. It packs, when I say it packs a punch, listen, that moringa, I know a lot of you guys are growing it, but you don't realize how beneficial that plant is, that tree is, that you're growing. It is phenomenal. I have it in powder form. I have it in leaf form, leaf herbs that I have the moringa seeds. I just found out how to actually germinate them. I have a huge bag. Maybe I'll take a picture. I showed it to you in a video before. We talked about moringa before. I have a giant one. I actually showed it in my apothecary video too, if you want to go back and check it out. But I finally found out how to germinate it. I got it from the African market. They said it's not native to them in Africa, and it's where it comes from. Its origination. It is a powerful herb, but you guys are growing it. Did you know moringa helps prevent over 300 diseases? I'm going to let that marinate, and that's why I wanted to end with that. Moringa by itself helps to eliminate it fights over, I'm trying to get over here so I can put in the chat, 300, sorry y'all, 300 diseases. Just so I put it in the chat right. Moringa, aka tree of life, prevents over 300 diseases. So if you have moringa, listen, you have, I'm saying, eat from that plant every time you get a chance. Make a tea, make a tincture. You can make a tincture with it. I'm going to tell you to go make a tincture. Take some of those leaves, grab those. One leaf is so powerful. It is a powerhouse. Just one leaf by itself is a powerhouse. Grab a couple of those leaves, get you a little mason jar. Even if you get a brown jar, not this one, but one of the big ones like I showed you earlier from like that. I have some. Right, let me show you. You can, I have like a ton of these, y'all, but I have these in different sizes. These, whenever I make it, like this one right here is my plantain tincture. Once I make a plantain tincture, I'll pour some in here. This is the one I keep in my bathroom upstairs. I showed you this one before, and this is what you can do. You can get you some vinegar. You can use distilled white vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar. I don't care which one you use. Just make sure it is a good organic one. Stay away from the ones. I've even used apple cider vinegar from Dollar Tree. But you could take it, put it in a jar, get you some moringa leaves, and let that bad boy sit for a couple weeks. Let it sit for weeks, and then you can either transfer it to a bottle like this. This is my bug oil. Y'all seen this before. But you can transfer a bottle like this. Get you a bottle dropper. They have little tiny bottles like this in Dollar Tree. And you can make you your own tincture. Get that vinegar and put that moringa leaves in there. Let it sit. You will see the vinegar change color. If you put it in an oil, it'll change color. You can make an oil infusion too. It does not have to be a vinegar infusion, but a tincture is vinegar. A tincture is vinegar. It is alcohol. It is your 100 proof alcohol. That's a tincture. This is an infusion. So I just want you to understand the difference because I don't want to confuse you. This is an infusion. This is where we add herbs to oils. And this is a tincture, is where we have either alcohol or vinegar. Okay? Oh, or you can use, oh my goodness. There's other mediums for making a tincture. You do not have to use alcohol because a lot of my clients, some of them need to stay away from alcohol, especially those that are diabetic. But I do have some alcohol tinctures or an infusion. So back to our moringa. For the fellas, because I know y'all heard me talk about the females, their systems and hormones and menopause and menstruation. Guess what? This plant is for you. Moringa helps with libido. Men who have low testosterone levels, men who have low libido, men who have just want to build up their testosterone, just want to build up their system, want to increase their energy levels. Moringa is for you. Moringa is for you. Oh yeah, I didn't get to any of that. I didn't get to that yet because that's my disclaimer. I should have, I don't know if I said it in the beginning. Make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure you do your homework on anything that you take because there are contraindicators. There are certain herbs and things and stuff that people cannot take. Some of the ones that I read, there was no pregnancy. If you're pregnant or had a baby, there was no contraindicators on any of the ones that I've read today. The ones that I gave y'all in the list. Okay. Moringa has 2 times more vitamin A than carrots. Moringa has 14 times more calcium than milk. Let me let that marinate. Moringa has 14 times more calcium than milk. So my vegetarians, my vegans, my pescatarians, for those of you that don't want to drink milk, moringa. Moringa. Yep. Bro, thank you so much. See you next time. Thanks for coming in. For anybody that had to leave or in the bushes, love you. Thank you so much for coming in. But moringa. Moringa has, we talked about fiber, making sure you have fiber. It has 4 times more fiber than beans. I mean oats. I'm sorry, not beans. Oats. It has 4 times more fiber than oats. It has 4 times more potassium than bananas. Also, in my herb list, because I'm actually, you guys are gonna get like the take. Oh, with the calcium, yeah. Everybody's got to do their due diligence. Thank you, Chris. But yes, and actually, I'm going over vitamins and minerals. If you check out my playlist that's coming up, my lives that's coming up, I'm going to deal with that. We're going to talk about when you're taking moringa as a tea. They're good because they should be getting the nutrients from the food that they're eating. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't bring it up today. But we will talk about that. Those vitamins that you will need, because in order for the body to absorb it, in order for the body to carry it, in order for it to travel through your system, you have to make sure that your diet is well rounded so that you're getting. But guess what? Moringa has all of that. Moringa has all of that in it. So you drink you some moringa tea. Listen, it helps boost the immune system. It is anti-inflammatory. It is antioxidant. It is helps with impotency. I talked that. That's what I said was for you guys. That's why it helps with impotency. It is an antidepressant. At least 4 or 5 of the herbs I've already given you helps with anti-stress, anti-anxiety, anti-depression, because we're going through a lot right now. A lot of people going through a lot. You may not be going through nothing, and if that's okay. But I'm talking to the people who may be under a lot of stress. These are some of the herbs that you can take to help you to just bring yourself to a place of calm, a place of peace, and that's where you want to be. I'm sorry, I'm a minute over. It helps with anemia. If you are iron deficient, if it anemic, it helps with that. It is anti-tumor. It helps with weight management and weight loss. Did I give you any more? Let me see. Oh, somebody asked before about UTIs. Moringa can help you with UTIs. If you get urinary tract infections, moringa can help with that. It's those, I forget what they're called, but they need to be removed out of your system. But a diuretic will help you with that too, like the burdock and the dandelion. But you definitely add moringa to that, to your tea for the week, okay? And are there any questions? Are there any questions? Anything about anything I showed you? Anything that I shared? There is so much more. I know I briefly talked about the yarrow. What did I say? There were so many that I kind of talked about. There's so many you got in there, guys. I foraged milkweed. I was looking for the milkweed seeds. I did have some milkweed left over from last year, but I tried to re-up because I use it. I use a lot of the milkweed in there. A lot of people who have like digestive issues, so I use my milkweed for that. In addition to ginger, I'll tell you, take ginger all day long. Ginger will be the first thing that come out of my mouth when you're dealing with that. But I did forage some milkweed. I'm gonna take a picture of it, and a lot of the things that I foraged that I did not show you in the video, I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna put it in my community, on my community tab tomorrow, okay? And then I will also be announcing the winners for the summer sun tea challenge. I think you still have till tomorrow if you want to do a summer sun tea. The only requirement for mine is that you just had to use a mint, because I did such a long series on mint. I wanted people to make mint a part of their regular tea drinking, and so you had to make a sun tea, show you making it, which herbs and things that you use to put in it, what fruit you put in it. I don't care what you put in it, as long as you put mint in it, and then just show it out in the sun, letting that sun infuse it. Oh my God, letting the vitamin D, letting it activate those phytonutrients that's in it, those micronutrients that's in your food and your herbs and your vegetables, whatever you wanted to put in your tea. I was just so happy to be part of doing it. I did not know of other people doing a summer sun tea challenge. That just came out while we was doing a live one day. So I thank everybody that participated in it. And guys, thank you so much for coming in and joining my live. Thank you for comments. Thank you for hanging in the bushes. Thank you for being in class and also watching the live as well. I just appreciate you for coming over to my channel. I truly, truly am grateful to you for that. I will be in the garden. I'm going to take a couple pictures. I hope you guys join me on my Instagram page. I am R_R Queen Collection on Instagram. Come over there, check it out. I share a lot on my Instagram page that you don't get to see here on my live, but there's so much on there. I shared with you guys my plants. I was gonna show you. I was gonna film my my fire cider vials today because I'm getting ready for my live, and I wanted to freeze them and get them ready, but I don't have to freeze it. I can just keep it in the refrigerator. But I wanted them to be ready for next week, my grand opening of my shop. And also, let me see, what else did I miss? Anything else that I missed? Stay tuned. There's so much I have to share with you guys, so much I want to share with you guys. And if you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate. Come over and check me out on Instagram, or _R Queen Collection on Instagram. Check it out. Please don't forget to like before you leave. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'm still trying to reach my goal on 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. So hopefully you guys will help me with that. What else? I don't think that's it. So, and actually I may come back because we still have to do a whole lot more herbs. But those are just my top 10s that I wanted to, well, my 10s, and some of you guys, I did incorporate some of the ones that you guys shared in the comments. So thank you so much. It's late. I know it's late. I thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Listen, you guys, don't be throwing away some of them. Weed, the things that y'all consider weed in the garden. For those that missed my burdock leaf, this is my burdock leaf. Y'all see that? I'm so excited. I'm actually going to take it downstairs and let it dry. I also shared my dandelion root. I got some dandelion greens and root. And again, it's wet because I washed it with the Castile soap. And this is the plantain that I shared earlier as well. This is broadleaf plantain. This is not narrow leaf. This is broadleaf plantain. Remember, plantain can come in. And it actually has the root too. So a lot of the medicinal properties are in the root. So I will use the root as well. Okay. I'm going to zip that up. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I'm going to see y'all in these YouTube streams because I know somebody else is probably live right now that we all go check out. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Love you dearly for joining me and being part of this. I appreciate you so much for allowing me to just share what I know, the fun we have. I love the feedback. I love that so many of you guys are in the herbal community or in the gardening community. I love that. It just makes my heart feel so good because you guys you already are just phenomenal already. And I'm just so grateful to be a part of it. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love. You guys have a great night. And listen, don't forget, check out anybody else that's in these comments and stuff. Check out their channels. Don't forget to go over and check them out. If you like them, subscribe. If you like them, check out their videos. Tell them I sent you. Anybody that's live right now, go on and check them out. Tell them I sent you. I'm going to go see who's live now. Duval, you jamming tonight? Because I know I watch you a couple times a week. So I got to see if you jamming tonight. Good night. Good night. No party tonight, Duval? All right. Listen, you guys have a blessed week. Blessed week. And I'll chat with you guys later on this weekend. All right? I'll see you on these YouTube streets. Okay. Oh, you crocheting? I'm about to finish something. My brother just had his first grandchild, so I gotta make her something. Oh my goodness! So I'm gonna make something tonight. So we're gonna be crocheting together tonight. I have already set up. I'm gonna watch Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and then Quantum Mania. So I got that on the playlist so that I can crochet and make my grand niece something. My niece, she's so beautiful. Congratulations to my brother on the new grandbaby. Yes, I'm gonna make a bunting blanket. A bunting blanket, I'll make a bunting blanket. I made that for my doctor, and she kept it all these years for her baby when she had her first baby. I'm gonna make a bunting blanket. I'm gonna make some booties. I'm gonna make some hand mittens. I'm gonna make a little bib. I'm gonna make a couple things and put it together as a gift. So I'll share the pictures on my Instagram once I'm done with it. Okay. So, guys, listen. Have a great night. You're phenomenal. I thank you so much. God bless you.